Okay, so in that class, as I told, that we are having 4 types of writing. Again, I am writing these notice, then poster, then letter writing, and debate or speech. Notice 3 marks, poster 3 marks, letter 5 marks, debate, speech 5 marks, total 16 marks. Total 16 marks you are having these final term English examination. Now let us discuss about all these writing part. Let's start with debate. This will be of 5 marks. In debate writing, as a title you will have to give as debate. Debate. Now a question will come as if you are participating in a debate competition. Suppose a question comes that online classes, normal classes should be replaced by online classes. Suppose this is the topic, that normal classes should be replaced by online classes. For and against. This is the topic of the debate. Now how you should start? In the question, few names will be given, that you are Soham / Sohini, you are Ram / Ranu, whatsoever. So you should start with that debate, give the title as debate, means heading, and then you should start writing from here, from that clip site, that good morning to all the honorable judges and my fellow participants. I, your name, a student of class 11, am going to participate in today's debate. This should be the opening line, in today's debate. Now, I want to say for the motion, that is, normal classes should be replaced by online classes. When you should write that I want to say for the motion, then you should mention the topic. Or if you want to say against it, then you should say that I want to say against the motion, that is, normal classes should be replaced by online classes. This would be the first paragraph of debate. And then you should start the next paragraph. So in the first paragraph, whether you will say for the motion or whether you should say against the motion, then in the next paragraph, if you have chosen for the motion, then you should write, you should give evidences, you should give more and more points, where for the motion means you are supporting the point and against the motion means you disagreed with the point. So it is up to you whether you will support this, you will go for this motion, or you will go against for this motion. If you go for the motion, then you should give more and more points, that is why you want to, why you like to do this. Or if you don't want to actually tell about the motion, then you should go, you should tell against the motion. The point is actually depends on you whether you want to say for the motion or against the motion. Then if you have chosen for the motion, then in the second paragraph you just write down all the points that why you are supporting these. Or if you go against the motion, then in second paragraph you should write that why you don't want to go for this motion. Okay, this is all about in debate, and you should write down this debate within 120 to 150 words. Understand? Next, speech, because there will be an option whether debate or speech. Next, speech. Here also the heading will be speech. Heading will be speech. Now here, that you will have to write down few sentences like this, such as good morning to my respected principal, my fellow friends. Today I am going to, today I, your name, a student of class 11, am going to deliver a speech on the topic, then you should announce the topic. Suppose topics such as that school uniform is mandatory for every student. School uniform is mandatory for every student. This is the topic. And on the speech means you are going to deliver a lecture on this topic. So opening paragraph should be that good morning. Generally the speech is being delivered in the after the morning assembly. Okay, so you should say like this, that good morning to my respected principal sir, other teachers and my friends. Today I, comma, your name, comma, a student of class 11, am going to deliver the speech on the topic. Then you should write down the topic. Then you should write that why you feel that school uniform is mandatory. I'm giving an example such as that school uniform is mandatory, should be mandatory for each and every student. So school uniform, why school uniform is mandatory? Why do you feel that it is mandatory? Actually, what type of feel student have after wearing the school uniform? Why the school uniform has been introduced? So this point you should give and write the paragraph there. So this is speech. This also you will have to write within 120 to 150 words. So both debate and speech will come. You will have to choose which one you want to write. Here, very simple, that here speech or here debate. Okay, anyone you will have to write. Both the question will come. You will have to write any one of these two. And the first paragraph will differentiate whether you are writing a speech, whether you are going for a debate, and this will be of 5 marks. Okay, it's very simple writing. These are all paragraph type writing. Next, come to letter writing. Now these are having formal letter. We are having letter in class 10 also. You had letter. We are having formal letter, but this time no editorial letter will come. Editorial letter is not there. Editorial letter has been deleted from your syllabus. So editorial letter, letter to editor will not come. In place of editorial letter, we are having the letters as asking for information or giving information, placing order, job application. This type of letter will come. Now, what would be the format of a formal letter? Let's see. At first it starts with sender's address. Sender's address. Okay, means you are writing this sender's address. It's not visible, so that's why I am writing from there. Sender's address. Okay, sender's address means you are writing the letter. Sender's address may be mentioned in the question, so you should write the address there. Only address, no name. Next, date. Date should be like this. If you take today's date, 14th February 2021. This should be date. Receiver's address. Receiver's address. Suppose you are writing a letter of placing order. You want to place an order of a huge number of books for your school library. Suppose you are a school librarian. So the question comes, suppose you are a school librarian of XYZ public school. Write a letter to Bharat bookstore for giving an order. Suppose so you are writing this to Bharat bookstore. Bharat bookstore, 24/2 Elgin Road, Kolkata 71. Suppose this is a fictitious address. Then you should write the subject. Subject should be written here. If it is placing order, write placing order. Only placing order. Placing order will be your subject. Then salutation. Respect, dear sir. Dear sir / madam. Then you should start writing from here. This will be the body. And after the completion of the letter, I can understand that in class 10 also your placing order, this letter was there, so this is nothing new to you. So after this letter, you should have that subscription such as yours faithfully or regards, anything, yours faithfully, your name, and then your designation. As the question, as I'm telling, that question has come, that suppose you are the librarian of ABC Public School, so you should write your name and librarian, ABC Public School. So this should be the format. Now whatever the letter it might be, that whether it is placing order, whether this is asking for information, whether it is asking for information, whether it is giving information, whether it is placing order, whether it is applying for job, all the format for this will be the same. I'm telling that again. At first it should be that again I'm telling, sender's address, number 2 date, number 3 receiver's address, to whom you are writing the letter, number 4 subject, number 5 salutation, number 6 body of the letter, number 7 it's known as subscription or closing salutation, and number 8 your signature. This will be the format. All these should be written in the left hand side. Nothing should be written in right hand. Each and everything should be written left hand side. Okay, at first it's sender's address, means your address, next date, next receiver's address, next subject, next salutation, next body of the letter, next subscription means regards, your faithfully, your truly, next your signature. May the order may be placing order, may it be asking for information, may it be giving information, may it be for an inquiry, everything. These formats should be followed, and everything should be written in the left hand side. Nothing should be written in the right hand side. And in this letter, there should be 2 paragraphs. That is formal letter, and no editorial letter will come. 2 letters will come, one to attempt this for this, and it will carry 5 marks. Okay. So we have discussed about speech, we have discussed about debate, we have discussed about letter. All will come to the short composition, that is notice and poster. First thing, notice. Let's discuss about first poster. Now what is poster? That poster, in that poster, at first poster should be written, or the question may come, dropped a poster. Suppose it must be written within a box. Both notice and poster should be written within a box. Suppose smoking is injurious to health, we all know. So draft a poster to make people aware about the evil sides of smoking. So how you will have to draft the poster? Suppose this type of question. Here, I'm not good at drawing. In poster making, few things you will have to draw. In poster making, less number of words will be used, and few words. Actually, few. Suppose I'm not good at writing. I'm drawing. I'm telling you. Suppose this is that I want to show this as a cigarette. Just okay. Here also. Then it should draw a picture of danger, something like this. Okay, you want to make people aware about this is a picture. Smoking kills. Want to leave smoking. This type of sentence, just broken sentences. Suppose these are the bulletin I'm giving. That smoking kills. Want to leave smoking. First LIVE and then LEAVE. Okay, so this type of broken sentences, few pictures should be drawn inside the box. That should be the poster for smoking, or whatever the topic will be given. Okay, whatever the topic will be given, 1 or 2 pictures should be written for poster. I'm not telling it's mandatory. Nowhere it's told as mandatory, but if you have some certain idea to present what you are thinking by your drawing, then it should be the best thing for your writing. Okay, this would be the poster. So this is poster writing. Few broken sentences should be written. Why broken sentences should be written? Because if you write lots of words, lots of sentences, then people will not pay attention to it. But if you make some charming lines, if you draw a few actually pictures, then people will give attention to it. You know, in today's life, everybody is very busy. So poster we find the posters inside a train, inside posted on the wall here and there. So actually we will have to attract people, so that from their busy schedule, people will get their time to see what it is told about. So that's why poster should be something like this. Okay, and here issued by any organization, name of organization, it should be written from there. Okay, suppose NGO, you're working in NGO. So this is poster. This is very simple, and lots of marks can be secured by writing this poster. All this 2 posters will come, 1 to attempt. And last one, notice. Notice, very simple. You know, notice means where from you are issuing a notice. Where from you are issuing the notice. You know, whenever you are issuing a notice means in the question it will be told that you are securing a post. Suppose you are secretary of a club, suppose you are a headmaster of a school, suppose you are a hostel super, whatever it is, you are holding a post. And if you don't hold a post, and if you issue a notice, then nobody will pay any attention to it. So you must hold a post, and where from you will get it? You will get it from question. So from there, from which organization you are issuing the notice, the name of other organization should be there. Suppose you are the sports secretary of your school. Suppose, so your school name should be written here, Bardwan Model School. I'm just giving example. Then after this, you should write the word notice in all capital. By this side it should be date. Should be date 24th Feb 21. Here heading. The notices are all about. The heading you should give within 6 to 7 words. The heading should be 6 to 7 words. Then the body. Then your signature, designation. Designation is a must, because I am telling that whenever you are issuing the notice, you should write this. So this is the notice. So what would be the formation here? I'm telling what would be the formation for notice. My suggestion would be you should draw the box after you should complete writing. organization's name, from where the notice is being issued, then the word notice in capital, then date here, then heading here, then body, signature, designation. So this would be the format for notice. Isn't it very simple? Very simple thing. 3 marks will be there. So I feel you have understood what we have discussed about the format. Okay, you will find more if you really want to know all this format, I will put this video on YouTube also. You will find it there, so that you'll be prepared for your exam, and best of luck for your session ending examination as well. Thank you very much for joining the class. What you have written, syllabus for English, sir? Syllabus is available. Okay, syllabus video will be available in YouTube channel. Keep watching this. I will tell there about, I have already analyzed about the detailed syllabus. The problem is that once in a month he will come to this call and come to the class, and he will ask question, what will be the syllabus. So it will be very, very, very tough for us, for all the teachers, to tell every individual about the syllabus. So I have done that. I have made a video on this. Actually, I have already taken the class of syllabus discussion, and I have posted it in YouTube. If you really want to know, just search YouTube, you will find there. Thank you very much for joining the class.